Okay, we're live with it. It's crazy that this is how it looks on my Mac desktop, but yeah, I'm super excited. I really feel like this is just going to be played back as like a replay, but I want to just test out going live and talking in the camera. So if you guys see this later, hey, happy Saturday. It's Saturday. Well, I changed my time to military time. So it's 1:27 because I'm learning now, which is really bad because I did ROTC like my whole entire life. And by my whole entire life, I really mean I did it for 4 years. I went to ROTC camp, all that stuff. So you would think I would just know how to tell military time, but I don't. I completely forgot. But I saw on threads that this girl was just talking about how beneficial it is to use military time. And so I'm going to share it with y'all. Really, the main thing that stuck with me was that you don't take advantage of time anymore. When you look at the military times, like on a regular day, you'll see 3 p.m. and you'll just say, oh, I still have a lot of time to do certain things. Like there's just so much time in the day, I can really just chill and relax. But when you have that military time on and you see like 1,500 hours, you're like, whoa, I already used 15 hours out of my 24-hour day. So there's not enough time. I haven't started doing stuff. So I've had it like this now for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And y'all, like I get stuff done. Like if I could tell y'all what I did today was a day. I know you guys have like been seeing a lot of me rebranding on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on my TikTok. I think I even started a Facebook page. I have websites now that you can book me. I have consultation. I have all these things. You're probably like, "Whoa, Symphony, that's so much. Why are you doing this? How are you doing this?" But honestly, I feel like the last couple, well, not even the last couple of months, like honestly, the last month, like right before we got into New Year, things just like changed and shifted so quickly. I think the biggest thing was, I think you guys who follow me on Instagram saw that I lost one of my friends. He was someone that I worked with. So originally he was a client, but then of course eventually turned into a very close friend who was also a content creator. And he passed away unexpectedly at the age of 24. And it's just been really, really tough to digest that. I think since it's happened, like the first 2 weeks of the whole situation was just probably the hardest. Once I was able to go to the funeral, I think it got a little bit better to like comprehend like what was happening, but you never truly understand when stuff like that happens out of nowhere. But I did realize one thing, especially with him, he was someone who just loved creating content, who loved like showing up. And I remember he would always tell me that I should just do more. Like he always loved my content, he loved what I did, but he was like, Symphony, you could honestly be doing more. I feel like you hold back a lot. And I guess I was just really comfortable. I was just so comfortable with being known as the thrift guru, with only being known with upcycling clothes and what else is it that I do with thrifting? That's what everyone knows me as the thrift guru. So I kind of was just like, that's what I do. No one wants to see anything else. And it was a lie that I believed. And I think with him not being here anymore, I just didn't want to believe that lie anymore. I know that there's so much more to me. I know that there's so much information and knowledge that I have to offer people. So I was like, why am I going to try to hold that back? So that is the reason why I want to start doing stuff that feels uncomfortable for me, like going live and like talking to the camera this way, because we talk to the camera a lot when we're just recording ourselves making this content, but how many of us are really real and can show up like every day in real time? So I'm really, really excited about that. So I think that's really the major change with all of these different titles and names that you guys have been seeing. And I hope that isn't like a lot for y'all, because I'm telling you, there's just so much more to me. But I guess what you can expect to see on my YouTube channel, that is I do want to just start talking about like how to show up authentically, like as yourself. Because I think we just need more of that. Like we hop on social media every day and we're seeing people just push out the same exact content, telling you what you need to make. You should have a hook. You should have a call to action. Your content needs to look like this or it won't perform. But honestly, y'all, when I created content back in 2014, I believe is when it all started, I didn't care about any of that stuff. I just created content because it was fun. It was really fun to do. And there wasn't all this big hype about how it needed to get done. Like you just did it. And I wasn't doing it to become a full content creator. I did it because I just like doing it. And I think that's the major difference about what's happening now is people are truly just creating content because they want to be famous, because they want to go and not work a job. And I'm just like, not everyone's meant to be a content creator, y'all. And that's like no shade, but truly, like you guys are seeing what comes from people who are becoming content creators full time. They're having major mental health issues. They're not happy all the time. So I just feel like I don't want to be that person that's trying to motivate everyone to become a content creator, but instead what I want to do is I want to motivate people to step outside their comfort zone, motivate them to do stuff that may feel uncomfortable, and also motivate them to show up. And I just feel like social media is another way of just showing up. It's not just, oh, I'm hopping on here because I want to be famous. Like, no, like I want you to post on social because that's your life and you should want to share it and your life is worth sharing. There's anything that I realize now with losing someone is that whenever I miss him, I can just log onto his YouTube channel and I can hear his voice and I can look at the voice notes that he sent me and I can look at all the content that he shared that like just helped motivated so many people. And like he's never really gone. Like his legacy lives on. And so now I tell my friends, like I tell my parents even, what legacy do you want to leave behind? And no, necessarily it doesn't have to be on social media because you can be well known and never have a platform. I feel like that needs to be said. So I just want to encourage people to show up more authentically, all that good stuff. So I think that's the major point of the rebrand or me just coming on here more and talking more. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And it does feel good. Like even right now, just talking to the camera, just inviting y'all into my own little world. I never thought I would see myself going live and talking to y'all live, but this is pretty fun. And I do think I want to hop on live on my TikToks even after we're done with all of this. But yeah, I feel like the main thing that you can like really expect from my channel this year, is it just this year or next year, Symphony? Yeah, this year, is a lot of just motivating you to show up as your best self. That's number one. Two, I do want to start vlogging more. Just y'all, vlogging and recording content, it takes so long. It takes so long to edit. Like that Tokyo vlog took a day. I was gonna try to say like 8 hours, but no, that Tokyo vlog took a day. So if you guys haven't seen it, please go ahead and watch that. It took a very, very long time. And I'm realizing that, yeah, doing YouTube full time. Oh yeah. I do not want to hear y'all talk crap about another YouTuber because that's major work they're doing. And if they're not doing it, they're probably paying an editor to edit their content. But even with that, that probably costs a lot of money. So I will never throw shade to anyone who is doing YouTube and has made a successful living off of it because it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of money that goes into it. But yeah, I want to start doing more vlogs on here. I also want to start doing series on here. So I have a couple of cool like episodic television type series I want to do on this YouTube channel. So we're just going to test it out on here. Like I'm not scared to just give it a try. It may not look perfect the first go round, but I do think it could grow into something. But again, like I said before, I'm not trying to do stuff to go viral. I'm doing it because I just want to be able to push myself outside of my comfort zone, do a little bit of acting, have my acting skills on, and really just show up for myself. Like, I want one day when I have kids for them to ask me, like, hey, mom, how was it when you were 30 years old, or when you were 25, or when you were 19? And I can just pull up my YouTube channel and show them this, or I can pull up my Google Drive and just show them all the content that I created and how their mom wasn't afraid to show up, especially when the world was saying to show up a certain way or, hey, it's oversaturated. So that's something I'm really, really excited about. It is interesting looking at this camera. Like I said, this camera is it's like I'm looking at me, like this is me looking at me, but the camera's up here and it's kind of hard to just look at it all the way up here because it's on my Mac desktop. This is pretty old. I got this Mac desktop from Back Market. It's like a refurbished tech company. So I got this Mac desktop for like, I want to say $600, and I was able to just do payment plans on it. So that's where I'm like filming this video right now. I do think looking at the quality though, I might have to get like a legit web camera to go live, but I'm not tripping off this for the first go around. Like I said, I just wanted to test out like just talking on here and I do enjoy it. So I feel like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I might just do this every so often. So if you guys watch this back again, like when I'm not live, like let me know what days I should go live. I just happen to do it right now because I just finished filming like a boatload of content just now. So I was like, oh, while I'm still dressed up and looking cute, let me come on here and just start talking to y'all. But I do think I want to start going live more, and maybe we can make the live interactive. It could be questions that you all ask me. It could be really anything. I'm not tripping. But this is pretty fun. Now I see why people like going on stream and like Twitch, because it is kind of cool to just be yourself and talk. Um yeah, this is pretty dope. I'm so happy I did this. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I want to talk about. But yeah, I told y'all earlier today I kind of just whatchamacallit, I just been filming a lot of content today. So I usually how my weekends go, because I don't have a normal weekend anymore because I want to really, really grow on here. And I think I didn't even like explain that reason, but like I've always wanted to grow on YouTube. It's always been a long-term goal. But I feel like again, you say it, but you don't really do anything about it or put actions toward it. And again, after losing my friend, I was just like, he always wanted me to get it. I always would tell him I would do it. I'm like, yeah, when I get 100K, like we have to share each other. We have to like show each other's plaques off. So I want to do this for him, and that keeps me really, really motivated. So I want to hit that 100K subscribers. I want to get that plaque for Marquay. I want to do it for him. I want to show him that all the stuff that he always believed in me and like what he always believed that I could do, that I did it, not just for him, but for myself. Yeah, and for everyone who's been supporting me, who's been seeing me do this since 2014. Like I was not an overnight influencer. I was not an overnight content creator. I've been doing this for years, for years. Now, granted, have I been doing it for years consistently? Not on YouTube. Definitely on Instagram. I've been a consistent like content creator. But yeah, like I want to be able to show that I can hit that goal. And I know 100K, well, 100K is amazing. For people to just even get 1,000 followers is awesome. But to get that plaque on YouTube, it'll just be magnificent. So that is the goal. Um, but yeah, how my day went today, I kind of just woke up. I already have my scripts in place of what I want to talk about when I do my content. And it's the first time I didn't, is right now where I'm on live just talking to y'all, yapping. But yeah, I kind of just wake up, I do my scripts, especially now since I have my own consultation business, which is where I'll be talking about how to build a brand outside of creating content. So I'm amazing at helping creators and influencers like create content, grow their pages, bring a lot of clarity to what they're doing. But oftentimes, like that only takes you so far. You'll get a brand deal or you get signed to an agency, but there's no longevity. So I want to really help with the brand side of it and the business side of it, and how to build a business alongside your content. So that way you have something that's sustainable and that's going to be lasting for a much longer time. You don't have to pull out a phone and record yourself if you don't want to. So that is the goal. But yeah, that's what I did today. I did a lot of talking. Even talking right now, I'm like, ugh. But I want to try to push to at least 15 minutes on this live. So I would ask y'all how y'all's day is going, but no one's in here. So if you see this later, how's your day going? I hope it's going great. I hope you know that you're loved. I hope you know that God loves you, because he does. I think even today I had a really deep moment with God, and just like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been really out of it lately because I feel like since the ending of last year was just going so downward spiral. I don't know about y'all, but 2025 was not my year. It was not my year. Yeah, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointments. And it was tough because it was the first time I really felt like I was super close to God, and to be so close to him and still get so disappointed. It was just like a trauma response. I was like, oh, this is a lot. So I think that kind of shifted things towards the beginning of this year. But today I had a real talk with him. Today I woke up and I just said, hey, I don't like feeling this way. I don't like that I'm having so much trouble like having a genuine conversation with God, because of all the times I just felt so let down with it. Like last year, I just felt so let down with everything that had happened to me. And I was like, I woke up today and I was just like, God, I don't want to feel this way anymore. Like, can I just be real? Can I tell you that I'm not happy and that I'm kind of angry and that I'm sorry that I have blamed you this whole entire time because things didn't go the way that I really expected them to. And I don't think that we talk about that enough. We don't talk about how it feels to be let down, especially to be let down by God. So, but I realize that it's really all in our own heads, like I know God could really come down, which I'd be so terrified about. But if he could really come down and look at me, he'd probably say, Symphony, if you only knew that, like, I'm not letting you down at all. So I'm trying to have like that new found perspective today and carry that on through this year. But the beginning of this year, it was like a lot. Like I didn't go to church at all the beginning of this year, any Sunday. Like I do think I want to go to church tomorrow because it's Saturday today. But I haven't gone to church since like the end of December just because of the loss of my friend and everything that was going on. And I think it was like almost a way to get back at God because I think that I'm something so special that I can get back at him. But yeah, I think it was a way for me to try to get back at him and just say, like, well, you didn't do this for me, so I'm not going to listen to you anymore. But it's like, I know the little girl in me needs God so much. So I know that that can't be a thing. And yeah, I do feel like today was like a truce moment. Have you ever had like I waved the white flag moment and I'm just like, God, I'm tired of trying to do this on my own. I'm tired of being angry for no reason. And I just choose to trust you today. So that felt really good to be able to make that first initial step. And I think, like I said, it's not talked about a lot in your faith journey. It just seems like, oh, you trust in God and you'll trust in God forever and ever and ever. And it's like, I'll always believe in him, but it is kind of scary to trust him sometimes. So that's the part of the walk that I'm on right now. But yeah, that concludes my little Saturday yap session. Did I do good? Did I do good? I think that was actually pretty nice. For it to be 16 minutes in, we crushed it. So let me know if y'all want me to do, well, I'm going to do more lives. I really don't care what y'all want. But let me know if you want me to do lives on the weekend, throughout the week. I think throughout the week will be better, but I just wanted to test out the flow right now to see how it would look and how it feels. And I think I crushed it. So I love y'all so much. And of course, I cannot forget to tell you that God loves you too. And I will see y'all on the next live.